Philadelphia has over 576 parks that citizens enjoy. But why do people love these parks so much? Let's find out at Roberto Clemente Park.
I live right up the street right here, and I take my kids here almost every day.
Well, now since I've got a lot of history here, I come back here and give back since I grew up here. I'm teaching now through Parks and Recreations.
We moved to the neighborhood probably 3 years ago, and my daughter's now 2. And so we just walk around the neighborhood, and we eventually found the park.
From my mom, when I was a little baby, she used to bring me here and show her kids.
Locals like this park because of its spaciousness, inclusiveness, and it's kid-friendly.
It's pretty well kept. It's big. It has areas for both like younger kids as well as a little bit older kids. There's a lot of space. There's a lot of parents that come here. There's a lot of other kids that come here, so it's a good environment for like everyday play.
Since I was a child, this was like the epitome of America's melting pot. Everybody who came here, everybody was welcome here. Nobody was ever chased away.
I love that it's a community park. A lot of the kids that come here see other kids from the neighborhood, kids from their schools. I would say it's predominantly safe.
This park is known and loved by many, but there have also, like many other parks in Philadelphia, been a few unfortunate instances.
There has been one accident since I've been here.
Some years ago, we did have a situation where a young man was shot on the basketball court. The thing that I think was a problem is when I grew up here, all the gates and all the entrances were open. So you had access from this way, from that way, from here. But now with the new rules, whatever, a lot of the gates are closed. So it becomes a trap in a sense if something goes wrong. And that's how the young man got shot. There was only one way in, one way out, and the shooters knew that.
Like many parks in Philadelphia, Roberto Clemente Park is known for its community impact, hosting various programs, and welcoming for all ages.
I think it's pretty popular. There's rec leagues that happen here. I see frequently middle-aged kids playing in the basketball court. So I think it serves a lot of people from like young to young adults. I think if this park didn't exist, people would be looking elsewhere to kind of exercise and go outside and be with their kids. So I think it's a large part of the community.
I believe it ties the community together. I feel like it's a stomping ground, definitely for those locals who live around here. It's just like a staple of community environment. Yeah.
I can see my friends and stuff, and the aftercare here, and they sign up.
Well, it's beneficial to the children. I mean, not only the children, but also the adults. There's programming for the children. There's programming for the adults. There's a lot of family events here. So the neighborhood really benefits from this program for as long as it's been here.
Parents love this park because kids can exert their energy, and it's a great space for children to play and enjoy themselves.
It's a great place to take my daughter. It's time consuming. She gets to play. She gets to kind of get tired and run around. We've met other parents through this park, so we've made friends through this park. It's been a large part of us living in this community.
Honestly, it gives me a sense of relief because I have somewhere I can tire my kids out before bed. And it's convenient. I live literally right here, so I can just anytime go right across the street, go ahead and run around and get them tired for bed. So it's extremely convenient for my 3 little ones. They're 3, 4, and 5, so.
While people enjoy the park, there are some upgrades they would like to see, as well as keeping the focus on the community.
I don't know. They do a really good job keeping it clean. I don't see a lot of trash. There's attendees that are around. I feel pretty safe in the park overall. I think that some of the equipment maybe could use an upgrade, but that's a stretch. I think overall the park kind of serves exactly what we want from it.
I don't really have too many complaints. They do a good job at keeping the park cleaned up. With keeping, I wouldn't say trespassers, but people who should not be in the park, doing things they shouldn't be doing. They do a good job at making sure it's pretty safe for the kids. Drug-free, unfortunately animal-free. It would be cool to have dogs, but no. But I would allow dogs here.
Everything's changed. Everything's changed. The landscape has changed. The community's changed. Even the real estate has changed. There used to be houses across there where the garden is now. There were families across the street. Now it's just our community garden. New neighbors need to be able to get along with the old neighbors. Gentrification shouldn't be an issue. I mean, it's a city park, so it means it's welcoming to everybody. So it doesn't belong to anybody exclusively, which needs to be understood. It's a park for all people, for all activities.